Working with Evie has been the best decision that I've made in terms of my business, my mindset, my confidence. I feel like I'm a completely different woman. I joined Evie one-to-one for 3 months, and in that time I've been able to scale my business, completely shift my mindset, grow my confidence, and actually create a business that I adore in a way that makes the most sense for me. I own my business for 4 years now, and I've always done it the same way. And what I have adored is it's you first. The way that Evie runs her one-to-one is it's all you oriented. It's never a copy paste. It's never ever, this is the way that works, so slot into my template. It's been completely analysing what works for me as a person, as a business owner, the way my brain works, but also what I align with, who I want to attract, who I want to work with. And it's been so incredible to see the shift in myself and how much love and fulfillment I've got in my business in just that 3 months by actually prioritising me. Which sounds like a really basic thing, but of course you see so many different mentorships where you are fitted into a box, and it's just meant that I have had so much more love for my job and the structure that actually works for me. My pressure and my stress, my overwhelm has massively dropped. And I've followed Evie since the very beginning of her fitness journey, when she very first started her coaching. So I think what really attracted me to her and built that trust is I know she's been, well, I've watched her grow that very first business and start a second one, both of which obviously have been incredibly successful. And I've seen the work that she's put in, I've seen the transformations she's created for herself. And not only did that, of course, build a massive amount of trust for me in then working with her, but actually knowing that it's possible, that she's walked the walk, she talks the talk, and it's been absolutely incredible to watch that. So in that 3 months, I have been running my business for almost 5 years now, and I think the maximum that I have ever upped my price across that 4 years in one go has maybe been about £25. Total, I think, has been max £75. And in the time of working with her, not only have I upped my prices, upped them quite a considerable amount, my huge fear was that clients wouldn't pay me that amount, that I wouldn't be bringing enough people in, that if I upped my prices, clients would drop off. That just goes to show, not only has she helped me have the confidence to do that, we have shifted an enormous amount of mindset around my fears, about my limiting beliefs, in order to allow me to do it in a way that has made me feel the most confident and convicted as well. So of course, not only have, and I've had one-to-one clients sign up at that new price, so of course that's meant that I've been able to scale my business, but I've massively shifted my mindset to actually now be in a place to be able to grow and actually handle that growth without fear of failure, without fear of success either. And what I've absolutely adored about the way that Evie structures this is it's not mindset first, it's actually business, it's actually strategy first, and then you address the mindset work that comes up as a byproduct. So rather, for example, than going, you know, what are all of your limiting beliefs, let's work through those. And I feel like for me that would have brought up a massive amount of overwhelm and sort of brought up all of this limiting belief work and you know, trauma, and a bit like therapy, and then sort of have to sift through all of that to work out how you can then get your business to align. What I have loved is it's been strategy first, and then as and when limiting belief work, when mindset blocks that need to be addressed have come up, we've done that. And it's made that journey so much more sustainable, so much more growth oriented, as opposed to, like I say, trauma dump oriented and then having to figure it out. And it's meant that even in just 3 months, I have seen so much business growth, so much mindset growth, confidence growth. Like I say, I literally feel like an entirely new woman. So we've rearranged entirely the structure. I've done things the same way for that 4 years, but we have made it so me-centered for the first time ever. I felt like I've been able to be selfish with the way that my brain works. I feel like for that 5 years, I have literally done things the same way because I've been too scared, I've been too comfortable, and I've never really, I think, felt entirely fulfilled. I love what I do, I adore my clients, I adore my line of work, But the way that my business was structured was very clients first as opposed to me first. And of course, any business owner knows we have to put ourselves first in order to then generate the best outcomes, in order to give the best service that we possibly can. And I feel like that's been the missing link for me for so long. And it's really allowed me to get so much more satisfaction, to be so much more productive as well with my days. We have created loads of behind the scenes funnels, which has meant that of course I've been able to sell while I'm not doing anything. It's meant that I haven't had to be constantly sending messages, haven't had to constantly be on my phone doing it all myself. It's all been completely structured in a way that allows me to switch off and focus on the work at hand, what I actually need to focus on. So it's enabled me to prioritize more downtime, which for me, my ADHD brain needs. It's also meant that I've been able to prioritize having fun and being creative in my business again for the first time in literally years. All I have done is promoted one-to-one for the last 4 years, and in the last 3 months I have run free challenges, I've done masterclasses, I have an event coming up in the new year, I have launched new packages as well. So rather than feeling overwhelmed with all of that, what it's instead done is unlocked creativity. It's been able to bring in new eyes, new faces into my business. It's created an enormous amount of trust and confidence again in me and my abilities, in my business, in my genius, and it's again enabled me to have that fulfillment, have that fun, and create a business that I now just adore. And I cannot thank Evie enough. I cannot recommend her enough either. I got in through the Embodied CEO program, and I've done every single program that she's done alongside the one-to-one, and the growth speaks for itself. It's been absolutely incredible. I cannot recommend her programs, her one-to-one, her upcoming mastermind, which I'm going to be joining as well. The whole thing has just been simply incredible, and I now have a business that I fucking adore and cannot wait to continue to grow.